the chicks is thicker. Reppin' for the team, that's the pinche Houston sippers. She don't want your liquor, she don't want your chipper. She poppin' for a legend, that's a real masa flipper. This is for la raza, this is for la raza. I'm in my trap, casa whipping up the damn masa. Welcome to another episode of the What Did He Said podcast. This your boy Chingo Bling with the Big Tamarindo. Shout out to my co-host
Marisol, no, I'm just kidding. Marisol.
Permanent co-host Marisol and producer Rob.
Hello, everybody.
We want to set it off right now with an exclusive track. We are dropping when?
Monday.
Okay, Monday. Anyway, y'all get to hear semi first.
Well, our podcast listeners get to listen to it first, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Is that
much.
what it is? Okay, cool.
Kind of, basically,
Cool.
yeah.
All right.
For the most part.
All right.
The artwork is getting worked on right now.
As we speak.
Anyway, here we go. Sas. Okay, Chingo, I see what you did right there. I'm feeling that bass line.
Yeah.
No puedo dormir, tengo mimis, no timbra mi celular. En el Face, el Insta y en el Snap no te pude encontrar.
Hey.
Agüita de melón, en el mar te quiero enamorar.
Go ahead.
Mi corazón es grande y de verdad, definitivo te lo voy a dar. No importa lo que digan los seres, nomás me quieren quemar.
I need to learn the words.
Estos ya les putos, sas, it's like that girl.
My vocal skills are almost on par with my
Did you
with my
take
right
me out of the
cross.
song?
Yeah, we had to remix it. We had to remix it. We weren't harmonizing that well. You know, I was on key.
You were on key?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Then your homegirls hates and my love is fake. Same time they wanna throw me that ass. Hey, baby, this is true. I don't know what you thought. Meet me at the airport with your passport. Fine senorita, margaritas by the liter. We can hit the island, baby, go and put your feet up. Pasito doom doom when I step to her. However many steps I'ma get to her. A little bit of sauce, what they ask for. When they hit a cumbia to the dance floor.
Just in time for Chingo de Mayo. Here comes my favorite part. The breakdown.
All the ladies to the dance floor. All my players, where you at? Where you at? Hey, pasito tum tum.
I can see somebody sort of choreography right here.
Tum tum with it. All the ladies to the dance floor. All my players, where you at? Where you at? Hey, pasito tum tum with it. Hey, pasito tum tum with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to wish everybody in the United States y todo el mundo feliz Chingo de Mayo. I got my homie Eric Jaimez on the beat.
On the beat.
Hey, pasito tum tum with it. Hey, pasito tum tum with it. Pasito tum tum with it. Every little step, every little step, every little step, every little step.
Let me go ahead and fade out. Sas.
Okay.
World premiere.
All right.
World premiere. World premiere. Just in time for Chingo de Mayo, because you know we got to crank up the heat. May 5th. It's already like the week of, man.
Dude,
So
11 days?
well, yeah, today's 11 days, but by the time this drop,
True.
it's the week of. So you already know, man, we're going to hit them upside the head with some songs and content, and it's time to crank up the heat.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? No, it is.
It is.
She had to put her phone down. She's like, what? Yeah.
No, yeah, both worked out. You know, you're a little drained from it.
Man. And we on this diet.
Yeah, what is
We're
this?
not on a diet. We're not on a
It's a
diet.
menu
This is
plan.
a way of.
Oh, okay.
This is
It's the way of
a
life.
way of life.
I call it a diet.
It's not a diet. I don't see it as a diet. I feel like.
Well, when I'm lightheaded, I
And
call
you know
it a
what?
diet.
It's so sad though that my fat ass feels hungry, and prior to this, but whenever I would train or whatever, having menus like that, I'd be hungry, but I wouldn't be as hungry as I am right now. Like,
You know what I do? You know, when I'm in the middle of a hard workout and I need to like really dig deep to get that little extra strength, or if I'm lightheaded and I'm hungry and I know that my next snack is an apple and 2 boiled eggs, I just be like, man, what would Beyonce do, bro?
have you watched?
No, have you? Have you?
Yeah, she started off kind of heavy. Like she was doing them, like because she had just had the twins,
Right.
and she was thicker. If you know what I'm saying. So everything was moving around.
Milk pouches, yeah.
Everything. And but she got on a super extreme, strict, crazy diet.
Even she said she would never do something like that.
It was
again.
like no this, no. It was like no nothing. It was like no air, no water, no. It literally was like no fish, no meat, no dairy, no vegetable, no this, no sugar, no starches, no. I'm like, well, fuck. What did you eat?
She just vegan?
I think it was it had to have been a liquid diet.
It might have been like lettuce or something. But plus, she had like them long hours of like rehearsal, like using your brain.
15 hours.
They had this 3 sound stages. So one area was set up. What's the name of the documentary?
Homecoming.
It's called Homecoming. Beyonce representing that H, third war. What up? The tray. Get out the way. It's the so she had 3 sound stages rented, right? One sound stage was just for the musicians. Like, we got to get the musicality right. We need to rehearse this shit. So she'd be like, okay, hey, boom, 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 fix that. No, that's not the breakdown. We starting like this. And then she'd walk over to the next room. Hey, what's up with this choreography? It's rushed. We need to do this. You know, you, breakdancer, come here. And then she had to go into like the visual, like the whole how it's gonna look for Coachella, because she had a whole theme for it and everything. It was like a cultural moment. But I officially joined the Beehive, bro.
It was funny because
I pretty much
I watched
I'm like the only straight dude in the Beehive.
I watched it the first time, right? And I was just like, feeling so girl power and like, you know.
She put all your new gear on.
Yeah, exactly, right, as I was watching it. And then I like text him and I said, when you get back, we've got to watch the Beyonce like.
So you saw it by yourself?
I saw it by myself first, yeah.
I was in Denver. Shout out to Denver Improv.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the weed I had to throw it away. I had to throw away, unfortunately.
Your hat's crooked, and being that we're being filmed, you might want to like just adjust it. I don't know. What do you think?
Everybody listening, use your imagination. Just pretend it's straight.
So anyway, you got to watch it.
Okay.
My favorite part was like how boss she is. I mean, we all know Beyonce's a boss anyway. I mean, we need to watch a movie to get it, but
I got to see she was human because she had a rough time in the beginning. She's just like, man, they were like rehearsing and stuff for like months. And then they had a countdown, which is perfect for a documentary, right? It's like 100 days away, you know, and Beyonce's still kind of thick. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, it's not fair. Like she said, it's like she has so much pressure to look a certain way, especially since she's going to be on stage, you know, and she didn't like really give her body the healing it needed after giving birth.
Recuperate.
Like legit letting your body on its own take its time to
rest,
to
minerals.
get there.
You know what I'm saying?
And so she kind of did it because she had to perform at Coachella. So it was
you know, Coachella paid $4 million.
She fucking
and then she flipped it into $60 million.
it.
How so?
She went and got a Netflix deal. She's like, hey, Coachella paid $4 million. I got pregnant unexpectedly. We got to push it back next year. I got the $4 million. With $4 million, I'm gonna get you Beyonce. I'm gonna get you Destiny's Child, do a cameo. I'm gonna
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z gonna be there, and about 200 fucking performers on stage from like all shapes and sizes. Like
it was
girls.
amazing. She had big girls, you know, like thicker girls. She had girls who were in shape. She really represented everything that she is. So everything that she is musically, everything that she is as a person, she definitely displayed it on stage.
And you see it like in the beginning when she's like, okay, like this is day one type of thing. You literally see her baby steps, like like trying to like, okay, left foot, okay, do it again, okay, arm, 1, 2, all right, okay, let's run it again. Like, what the fuck? You don't know this shit, but that's the thing people don't realize. It's like, no matter what, I mean, there's training. It's all that behind the scenes shit that you don't see is what allows you to shine when the actual lights are actually on.
Yeah,
you know, that's how I feel as a stand up, nationally touring stand up comic. You know, ChingoBling.com for tickets. That's how I feel. I'm like, man,
no one really knows though.
No.
No.
I was gonna bring that up immediately. Like being backstage is firsthand. Like the time it takes for you to perform a full set like you've been doing, crazy amount of time.
Well, you know. The Netflix show was filmed January 18, 2017. That's over 2 years ago. But we already have a whole new hour of material. So in a way, it's like we have 30 minutes. I guess I'm going to get better at the, what's the word?
Allocating time?
The production. Like,
okay.
like for instance, if you break down the time, it's 2017, now it's 2019. Okay, you have an hour now, but that means it took you a year to come up with 30 minutes and then another year to come up with the other 30 minutes. And now you're kind of polishing in a way. So my goal is to just wrap my brain around the process and just sharpen that muscle so that, like, oh, in a year I can have an hour, not 30 minutes.
Did you listen to Kevin Hart on Rogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need to go back.
Process of how he develops his hours.
He goes to like some
random
club,
yeah,
clubs.
and he's like, give me as many shows as we can get, and let's get these crowds in here, and I'm a developer.
He basically has like a 2-year like schedule where that's how he cultivates and carves out his hour. Like he's got it planned out. Like 2020, I'll be doing this, and by 2021, 2022, we'll be ready.
That's how we do it too.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's kind of.
We have 2020.
Yeah, we can,
buddy.
yeah.
Don't.
I want to go back real quick.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't know
Saying,
y'all listen to this. Don't get
you know,
it twisted.
because you ain't here talking about Kevin Hart like
Point at the camera. Point at the camera. And
like
say,
I'm
don't
just
get it twisted.
like I'm just a scrub.
I heard Ariana Grande got paid more than Beyonce, and people are upset about it.
At Coachella?
Yeah, she got like lemons thrown at her or something.
Who got lemons thrown at her?
Ariana Grande, because people were upset.
Let's put some crickets on this part of the show. Let's insert some crickets.
I
I mean, she has a fan base too. But then again, bro, this is how I look at it when I hear stuff like that. Well, don't throw lemons at her just because she got paid more. How about you look at it this way? Hey, Beyonce, who negotiated your deal?
For real.
And did you feel, let me ask you this, Beyonce, did you feel like you were getting underpaid, undervalued?
She's the first black woman to headline Coachella.
So did Ariana Grande headline?
That's a good
Was
point.
that
Because
this year?
Yeah, they were. I don't know if it was the same day. I don't know Coachella all that
I
much,
don't
but it's
really
a
know about
multiple.
Coachella
No, it wasn't the same year, but I'm curious if it was headline or spot.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but you know what? Like I said, I was a Beyonce fan anyway, but I'm like for real, this was like
You looking like Beyonce over there right now, girl.
ooh, okay. I'm trying.
Cause you kind of dark for Mexican, and she kind of light.
That's so fucked up.
Y'all like meeting halfway.
That's so fucked up. But yeah, it was. You got to watch it, Rob, whenever you get a chance. For definitely.
First of all, it's Baychella.
Business Insider. Ariana Grande reportedly
Twice
paid
as much?
twice as much for Beyonce to headline Coachella, and fans are furious.
Okay, first of all, is that hearsay? How the fuck do people know how much a person got paid? Because if somebody gave me $8 million, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Ariana Grande got paid $8 million to headline Coachella this year.
And what did
And she
Beyonce?
headlined.
Did they say?
That's double Beyonce's was reportedly paid in 2018.
This is how I look at it. I don't know a whole lot about Coachella,
Right.
but from the way I, again, as a third party outsider, the way I see Ariana Grande's brand, it's like a young, teeny female. Obviously, she's a vocalist, like she can sing, and she's got like pop hits. That's okay. I see stadiums, cool. I see you doing that. That's awesome, arenas and shit. Now Coachella, I almost feel like it's a cultural arts music type of thing where you can see. I guess what I'm trying to say is, with Beyonce as a headliner, especially the approach she took, it definitely had like a cultural type of significance.
Well, she said for
It had
her,
a
and that's what it
vision.
was. She had always, because for her, she didn't get to go to college. Like she says, her college was Destiny's Child, which was life, which was traveling, touring. So she never really got that college experience. So for her, having the band,
HBCUs,
band, the steppers, all that stuff was like, for her was like, I needed that shit. Chingo was a stepper. Tell them about your stepper days, boo.
Brr, it's cold out here. It must be some falcons in the atmosphere. It's like ice, ice, baby. Too cold, too cold. Ice, ice, baby. The blue and gold. I'm gonna do it again.
I missed it. Do it.
I said, brr, it's cold out here. It must be some falcons in the atmosphere. It's like ice, ice, baby. Too cold. Ice, ice, baby. The blue and gold.
Okay. That was a hard ass hit on your chest.
I know. I should have prepped. Because, I was part of the MCA, the Multicultural Alliance, at my prep school. And we put on a step show, man. Them white people were clowning us. They were just looking like, oh, my God. Why are they slapping themselves?
So to kind of put a pin in Ariana Grande there, I don't follow it all that closely, like I said, but she was the youngest headliner in the music festival's 20-year history. Also enlisting a live orchestra, reuniting most of NSYNC, duetting with Nicki Minaj, and paying a tribute to ex-boyfriend late Mac Miller.
Oh wow!
Oh,
so she did. You know, apparently she also executed a certain vision.
Yeah,
but
she crossed a lot of
again. But this
genres.
and this may sound very judgmental on my part, but it's like you're too young to have that experience, that what's that word I'm looking for? Just miles on you. Like you're just too.
You're not seasoned. You know.
I mean, not seasoned as a performer. I'm sure she's probably an excellent fucking professional.
She's not seasoned in life.
Yeah,
she hasn't gone through.
But then again, who goes to Coachella? It's probably mostly young people who, to them, they're probably younger than her. But just me as an old man, it's like, hey man, bring me some fucking Tucanes, some Leonard Skinner, you know.
Which they did
you
play.
saw that? Yeah.
They did play at Coachella.
Oh
my God. In case anyone's wondering if this is how it is at home.
No, it's usually way more. Usually what it is, going back to the how hard it is to be a joke writer, it's like 2 a.m. and it's like, oh, I think I, okay, you know that part? I think I got it. Wait. That can go there. No, that'll be for next year's material.
You know what's funny? We'll be sitting there into something, right? Whatever it is.
So what are you thinking about?
And then all of a sudden, because he's pretty, like most of the time we're like talking and, when we're hanging out. But if he's quiet for a hot minute, I'm like, what are you thinking about? You know that joke? And it'd just be like this. And what do you think?
I think if I use this word.
You're like, what do you think if I said it this way? And I'm like, okay, let me hear it. And now it's like,
but that
go ahead and stop what we're doing because it's going to be a writing session right now. So
go ahead and pause Beyonce.
Go ahead and pause Beyonce. Like last night, it was go ahead and pause the Kardashians. So before, we started talking about joke ideas, but. Yeah, but you know what?
Trying to get my brain cells back from now.
Crew Bob was saying that that the reason he smokes is because of the fact that he's sleeping, but his mind is still racing at night. Like,
he smokes what, cigarettes? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he smokes cigarettes.
Well, he does smoke cigarettes.
He does smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah, he smokes cigarettes. Yeah, so I'm trying.
Why is that stamina like that?
I know. There's some few outliers out there.
Well. I ain't gonna lie. This morning we're hitting pads. I might post a video. I might speed it up, add some Mortal Kombat music, and like have sparks. Like every time I hit the mitt, I want to see like smoke or sparks. So I might get a video editor and like finish him, and then
that'd be funny.
Ouch.
That right hand though.
Little bitty hands. I did feel a little bit winded. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt my little muffin top too, but that's going to get worked on because my lifestyle change. It's not a diet, Rob.
It's not a diet.
Don't call it a diet.
No, it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, don't call it a diet. It's a menu.
I didn't.
Yeah. And I'm asking him this time to give my nutritionist's menu.
But some things don't make sense, but I'm going to stick to it.
Yes.
Some things don't make sense.
So what do they say so in bodybuilding? What do they always say?
Trust the
process.
But here's what I look at, bro. Shouldn't I be getting more protein in this? And why is it mostly carbs?
It's like he's asking these questions, and I'm like, she told you we're starving the fat and feeding the muscle right now.
That is
just do it. You know what I'm saying?
So low. The protein is so low.
Here's where I question something when I don't see a change in my body.
Sure.
So if I'm doing something now for a month and a half or 2 months, you know what I'm saying, and I'm still not. I'm following it to the T. I'm working out, and there's still no change in my body. Okay, I'm gonna have to question this right now, but I'm gonna trust the fact that you're my nutritionist. I just paid you. I will blast you if your shit ain't right. I'm just gonna be honest. I will. Mm-hmm. I'm all about Yelp and letting people know how shit works.
Damn, I'm scared.
Yeah,
I don't want to get yelped.
Yeah. I be yelping people. So anyway, but what I'm telling him is like, she's given you a menu before, you don't give it a chance, so you immediately go on to the next thing that you feel is going to work for you.
Slow carb.
So I just said, can you please just this one time, stick to it. And if you don't see a change, go ahead and question and dismiss whatever it is that you're doing.
I will say this, the meals are delicious. I'm on day 2. I already feel a change.
There you go.
But look what we about to eat after this. Pizza.
Oh yeah,
we're getting pizza.
I saw that in your story, I think,
Yeah.
right? What did you say? It's in my menu. If it's
my
your
macros,
macros.
bro.
So then I thought he was doing IIFYM.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
it's too difficult. That macro stuff.
You did it for a while.
Well,
You
it's
tried.
hard, and I just finished telling Rob off the mic, like when you do that MyFitnessPal, it could be a great tool if you're choosing, if you're good at staying on top of that. But what happens to me is I'm at an airport. Okay, I grabbed this chicken salad sandwich.
But even better, we even went a little step further, and we got a traveling menu.
Traveling.
Oh yeah, that for y'all, that's got to be key.
So
On the road
on the
menu.
road. So she even gave us places that we could stop at, like a Subway. What can you get
Starbucks.
from there? Starbucks. You see what I'm
Danny's,
saying?
IHOP kind of thing?
So she didn't. I told her we did diners. She didn't really get into the. It was more like salad, I guess.
It was like a dinner. The dinner part on the travel menu is pretty cool because most comedy clubs provide,
Yeah.
So I just told her, I said, most of the time meals can be cooked when we're at the comedy club because we have options there. I said, but it's like on the way traveling. Although we're traveling tomorrow, and I told him, I said, I'd like to take my my 6-pack backpack and fill it up with food in there. You know what I'm saying? As much as we can, not obviously for the next couple of days, but as much food as we can prep in there before it gets grossy josey. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm so used to
it's
it.
instantly grossy josie.
He thinks it's. I was so used to traveling with my food that it just never.
Well, pizza can hold up a little bit.
Cold pizza's great.
You can have
Yeah.
pizza in the thing. Hard-boiled eggs after a little while. Come on, son. You don't want no hard-boiled eggs.
if you keep them in a cold thing, it'll be fine. I think.
Okay, well we could do
We
some
just
of that.
try it, you
And
know?
we bought a travel menu. So why don't we pull over at the Subway and get the fucking
True.
sandwiches you said to get?
Yeah.
So what's how long are you? So speaking of like time wise, what's the goal here? Is it like a 6-week plan, an 8-week plan?
Man,
a
I went
30-day
So
plan?
I
we
went and
can-
got my DEXA body scan.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah,
that
we
too.
did that too. I'm so fucking fat. But I'm so fucking fat outside, but my organs are.
Organs are healthy.
She
I'm-
fat with a pH.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Pretty high
Like,
tempted.
she was like, I'm pretty healthy. Like my bone
Visceral
density is
fat? That what you
like,
talking about?
yeah.
Visceral fat?
I don't have like fat around my organs, which is all I'm fucking. This can
Well,
go away,
sure.
but it was very little.
I don't think she did check our visceral fat, which she says it's under the muscle. It's like under. It's not on top. It's up under there. But I don't think she specifically said like, oh, you have zero fat on your organs.
No, she didn't say I had
She
zero.
just said she gave me my number. She's like, you're like just over a pound of fat, of visceral fat. She's like, you want to get it under a pound to be like as healthy as possible.
And he was also at a higher risk of being diabetic too because of that number.
Because of that number?
Yeah.
Because of my visceral fat?
It was over 1.
Oh, yeah. You just want to keep it as low as possible. And then my percentage body fat is 26.5, son. 26.5. That's like a third of my little body's just fat.
She said it wasn't your.
That's the body fat. 26.5.
I'm
I'm going to get it down to 23.
Mine was way over.
And then I'm going to get it down to 20.
Mine's
then I'm going
like
to get it down to 17.
I forgot what mine was. Mine was like I think 32.
But that's women are supposed to be.
So
higher than,
I was up there. I've never been that up there, but I was up there.
You're going to see me walking around real cocky once I get it down.
single digits. You're looking like real Canelo Alvarez.
Know what I'm saying?
7%.
So we have a check-in May 27th, right before we leave to California.
Check in with
With
the
Christine
menu.
in the menu. So then she'll check our numbers and everything.
However, if you want to take it a step further, the place we went to get the DEXA body scan also provides what's called
RMR, the resting metabolic rate.
RMR, which tells you how many calories you're
burning at rest. Yeah.
at rest, which is a number that Christine is going to need. This is for the make adjustments with the menu.
Sure. And also, we bought the package there. So we're allowed 3 more if you want to come back
You
for
can
the
go
same.
back.
3 more services in general.
Yeah, exactly.
You can go get a VO2
Which
max.
VO2 is like, that changes all the time depending on how active you are. So that's not really relevant because
I
you're not an
wouldn't-
endurance athlete or anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get my VO2 max right now because I smoke too much weed.
That might actually help you. Diaz brothers, a bunch of people say that smoking weed actually helps them breathe better.
Really?
Yeah, so a lot of like Michael Phelps, for instance, that's why he was known for smoking so much.
They
But-
were just talking about that on the Joe Rogan and Be
Oh,
Real.
Be Real? Yeah, I just brought that up too.
Oh, I need to watch it. I mean, I need to listen to it. Even though this is the #1 podcast in the world.
Mas Chingo.
Well, what I mean is maybe it's just a cardio issue compounded with the weed. And the reason I say that is because maybe the the tightness and I don't feel like I'm wheezing, but sometimes it does feel like when I go to the doctor and they put the little thing, they're like, "Do you smoke?" I'm always like, "No." But it's like, well, damn, bitch, what did you hear on my chest? You must have heard a little
wheezing.
But
I know my endurance is shitty and it should be better. Although I probably have better endurance than he does.
Mine's is trash right
now. But I went and ran 3 miles and I was telling him I've never had. It took me almost, I forgot what it was. It was almost like 40 minutes. And usually I'm not a fast runner. I'm more of a distance runner. So usually before, when I was in good shape, it'd take me about 9:30 to run a mile, which is still pretty high. But you know what I'm saying? That was my pace.
Under 10 minutes.
And, yeah, but that's still up there. But anyway, it was like, I told him, I said I had to stop 3 times. I took 3 30-second breaks to finish those 3 miles. And I was so, have you ever been so mad at yourself, like where you want to cry? That's how mad I was. When I was getting to that 3rd mile, I was like, why the fuck are you so tired, you fucking fat ass? I'm like, why are you so? I was so mad.
And they're like, ma'am, are you okay?
I was so mad. When I'm like power walking, I'm like, I was like so pissed because I couldn't finish. Like I couldn't believe that I couldn't finish these 3 miles.
But when was the last time you did that?
Ran 3 miles. I mean,
it's not every day.
I don't go running 3 miles, but if I did decide I felt like running, my conditioning was good to where it was like, yeah, 3 miles, cool. Like, who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so,
you used to teach like 85 Zumba classes a week, and now it's like you just had a baby, and we're not. The main goal isn't cardio.
Yeah.
However, today in that the boxing session, shout out at Crew Bob. Listen to his episode on the #1 podcast. That's right. He had us doing those Tabata drills.
Yeah.
With like 20 seconds
20,
go
30
hard.
Or what was it?
20 seconds work. Like as hard as you can. Like your life fucking depends on it. Like what would Beyonce do? And I'm like, and then 10 seconds, catch your breath. And that was probably like a round of that. Usually Tabatas are like a 4-minute thing. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, okay, 1, 2, burpee. Papa, burpee. Papa, burpee. And burpees alone are hard. So it's challenging.
See, and for me, that wasn't hard. But if we kick and do the burpees, that's hard
Just
for me.
legs.
So today, when we were doing that, I was cool with it. It wasn't a problem. But when we do that, when I go to the jiu-jitsu conditioning or the fighter conditioning class, and we do that part where it's like kick and then it's.
Go ahead, baby. Don't mind that noise.
Oh my God.
If you're wondering, listeners, that's Chingo's right hand and a few left.
Come on, I know you hear that.
Oh my God.
That's gonna be my ringtone.
When you call me, babe, that's gonna be your new ringtone.
Oh, you might want to lower your headphones. Everybody's tuning in because you know los putazos.
He's putting every speaker.
He's still going. Tas. Boy, hey, look here, man. Look here.
Although I'm surprised he hasn't corrected you on something.
What did I do wrong? I was scooping ice cream.
Whenever you go up, you kind of just go up as in a block instead of kind of like actually like.
When he's coming at me like this.
I mean, I'm just.
Oh, for like what you call that again? What is that?
Punch. I forget what it's called. That's why I said
slip.
Yeah.
Your slip is just an arm up, which you actually need to slip.
Okay.
Head movement. Okay.
Coach Sol.
I mean.
But what people got to remember too, and everybody, myself and everyone included, is that our bodies are adapting machines. You know, they need time to adapt to a certain change, whether it's strength training or cardio. It's going to take a while for it to adapt to whatever stimulus you're giving it. So if you can't run 3 miles now, if you give it 10 days, you'll run 3 miles a lot better than you did 10 days ago. I'm
on a mission to go back. Like I'm just already thinking about like.
Go back where?
To go run my 3 miles. Like I need to keep going. So like I wrote down. I bought I have another calendar. You know, I told you I have a planner for every department. I have 3, but it's for every department. One's my family planner, one's the tour planner, and one's myself. Personal. And on that one, I wrote down.
Shit, I didn't know you needed your own personal planner. I thought the family one was
that's
suffice.
Like, that's the one that I write like my workouts in. It's really my workout planner. So
okay, cool.
Anyway,
I know you had like little dates and little side things going on.
So. I ask for permission every time.
Hey, Anyway, go on.
Anyway, so I what do you call it? I wrote down like a schedule that I wanted to follow. So I need to get back to the fighter conditioning class. It's the same way I make an effort to go to the gym, right? I need to just stop thinking about like, damn, I don't feel like driving over there. The gym's right here. I don't want to drive all the way over there. But I just need to tell myself, take your ass over there. The class is early enough for you to finish and still be done with your work. I haven't gone to spin because spin's in the middle of the day.
But that's a good class too.
But it's a great
Both
class.
of those.
I miss it. I miss both of them.
Yeah, Urban Jungle's fighting. What is it called? Fighting fitness.
Yeah, it's a fighter fitness class. And so I feel like now I've decided that
shout out
Monday,
Hardcore Spin
and Urban Jungle, which are other
different
places.
place? The spin
Urban
place?
Jungle's the spin is at 24, but Hardcore Spin he has his own place, and that's what it's called. So Glory Fitness is what it's called. It's Chris Boykins. That's my dog.
I've only done it once at Revolution Spin.
You have to come. We tried to do a video, but I don't think we ever released it, right? Where we took with Adrian and Joseph. We took them, the young guys. Yeah. You would think that that they would have the stamina.
You would think.
No, it's no joke.
You would think if you're like 22 and 24, all of 22 and 24, that you might be able to hang on a bike, and they were just taking so many water breaks.
Those seats are no joke though, too. Sitting on those.
Well, you have to basically you have to make like
a callus.
Yeah.
Right there on your little
on your booty, on your booty bone.
Taint, yeah.
It's what it is.
Right there by your
Chris,
chakra.
I always see I tried to buy those seat covers, the cushion ones. It moves.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that feeling, and I was just like, "Fuck, man!" Like,
but a lot of it is you're out of what do they call it, the saddle? Like you're out of the saddle.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to incorporate weights and stuff too. Like it's no joke. Like if you
he's
don't,
he's great.
He makes us do all kind of shit.
He does like a boot camp style. So sometimes you're on the bike, sometimes you're off the bike, and you may be doing like burpees, sit-ups. Then you get back on the bike.
You guys ever thought about doing like getting a Peloton or something?
Oh man, I want one so bad.
Listen,
I want one so bad. But
right
I also
now-
have like 10 gym memberships. And it has to be one of those things where it's like, if you're gonna get it, like you have to be what's the word? Like it just has to be scheduled in a way, because that's the thing about home gym equipment. I'll tell you what really excites me about it, but my fear is that it's gonna be like my 9 rounds gym membership, my jiu-jitsu gym membership, my YMCA membership, things that I don't have time.
See, the YMCA I got because of we're also going to California. And so while we're in California, it's one that
Kids
you can
watch?
use. And it's, not only kids watch, but there's stuff for them to do there. And
Swimming classes
swimming
for the
classes,
kids.
whatever camps that's going on. And we needed that type of environment for them. And at the same time, if I need to go work out, they can be there.
We can all go as a family.
We all can go as a family.
So I'm not hating on the YMCA membership at all, but the part of the Peloton, the Peloton bike,
El pelón?
Pinche pelotón.
Pinche Peloton.
Puerco pelotón.
Hey, estoy en Peloton, por eso. The Peloton bike, whatever. The part that really interests me is like being able to say, okay, pull up a 15-minute hit class hip hop genre, and it'd be like, oh, they're jamming, and I almost because there's other competitors too. Like I think Nordic Track makes one. Like there's a couple others that are similar, and some have little features that are like, hey man, before you get a Peloton, you might want to look into the Nordic Track because the thing swivels and the whatever. But I almost have a feeling, maybe from their branding, I almost feel like their instructors and their studio just seems a little bit more trill to me. For
I'd love to go to New York and actually take a class.
Yeah.
Like go to their
In
studio. I'm not I can do weights like how we have out here. I could do it only if I'm training someone else. But I can't motivate myself to.
I mean, if we were to, like, I love my kettlebell, but like if we were to set up we probably should. This probably might even be some cool content. Is if we set up, let's just pretend like a 30-minute little backyard boot camp, and it's like, all right, we're gonna do X amount of kettlebell swings. All right, now we're gonna do pads. Now
So the girls that I used to train, like they're asking like, hey, are you planning on training again? I think I've talked to you about this, and I said, well, I don't know that I want to add another thing on my plate.
Compromiso.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because now I have to be committed to them because they're paying, and but it'd be great. Now it's better because before I was having to rent a place to train them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have to pay for space, and now it's like, we'll come to my backyard, and
that
I have
reminds
the
me
stuff to train you.
when y'all were talking, or I think you just said the like the music, hip hop genre or whatever. Did you hear about the lawsuit last month with Peloton? Is that apparently they launched this big ass business and didn't get all the copyright to the music that they were using for their classes. So that reminded me to look it up. And sure enough, 2 hours ago, Peloton owners are pissed about bad music after copyright lawsuit. So they got sued last month by the.
So now they got some weak ass tracks.
They got weak ass tracks. The National Music Publishers Association, sued them last month, and they had to change up a bunch of their playlists and all the stuff that they were using. So
they should have known.
So
better.
yeah, Zumba. When you go to their training.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing they tell you is if you're not going to play Zumba music, if you're going to play anything else, and someone were to walk in and they kind of catch you playing something, that's on you. So they advise, if you own a studio, for you to get one of those licenses, so that you can play whatever the fuck you want to play, not just Zumba music.
Right, but also when you're that big of a company, how do you fuck that up?
How do you overlook?
How did it exactly?
Like the fact that one of their biggest selling points is like it has this big computer TV screen, iPad looking thing. You can go through like genre of music, type of class, whatever. So you have all this content that is what you're selling. You're not just selling the bike; it's the overall experience. And it's like a mixtape. You like bootlegging?
That's interesting. I can't believe that happened to me.
And I wonder how easy it would have been. Like, bro, all you had to do was pay this one little license, and that would have covered you.
Babe, so what is your actual goal for, this new...
What you mean, girl? What you talking about?
So you trying to gain muscle?
No, now I can't because I'm on this... I'm on a low... It's not low calorie, but the calories are set up to where I'm gonna lose fat. And since I just got my DEXA body scan... See, this is what happened. I was trying to gain. So I was just like eating a lot more. And just eat, like not being so, it's like, oh, protein shake, yeah, put some peanut butter in that bitch. Fuck yeah, whole milk. Fuck the bullshit. We trying to gain around this bitch. Gallon of milk a day. Go mad. Anyway, let's not talk about the egg protein incident that we had. We had an egg protein incident. I had to give it away. I couldn't do it no more. It was messing up my marriage.
Oh, wait a minute. I ate it. I ate his fart the other day. Did I tell you about this?
You told me, and you're like, we got to talk about it on the podcast.
Oh my God. I'm sitting here. Let me tell you what happened.
So let's set the scene here.
Backyard.
Let's back up.
Hammock.
So again, Chingo's trying to get on his health kick, which is great.
Well, I was trying to bulk up.
So he was trying to bulk up. He bought this protein powder, right?
Egg white protein powder.
So Penny had just came out of the shower. Or the bath.
She just walks out of the shower.
So I just had her on the bed. I just finished bathing her. I'm sorry. And she's laying there. And then all of a sudden I said, hey, babe, can you bring me a diaper? So I'm waiting as I'm lotioning up the baby. He comes back with the diaper.
Something followed me.
And I was like, oh, he goes, and no, here's the funny part. He goes, ooh, Penny. I said,
Penny, did you just?
And so I was like,
you got to blame it on the baby, bro.
And so I was like, Penny, because I didn't think he would have farted and brought the fart with him.
I brought it with me. It followed me.
And so then I'm like,
it was hard to control all the bodily functions with the egg white protein powder.
I said, babe, did you fart and it follow you? He's like,
what?
No.
How did really? Is that you just gonna blame me?
And then all of a sudden he's like, man, it's that protein powder. And I was like, wow.
Look, and then I had to say, look, girl, we married. You don't think Jay-Z be farting around Beyonce?
So then that's the end of it. I said, well, okay, he farted. It is what it is. We're out here having a legit business conversation, okay? We're like really into it on the hammock. And we're like talking. I'm like listening. And next thing you know, I'm like, I'm talking. And I'm like, the hammock is swimming. And then I'm like, did you just fart?
Again. I swung it.
Did you have pizza for dinner?
And my mouth is open. So I'm like, I just fucking ate your fart, bro. I'm like, ew. I'm like, I can't.
The hammock swung.
I got up and I was like, I can't.
The wind caught it.
It was hilarious. It was just like...
So yeah, I had to give it away. I said I can't do this egg white protein powder.
So what'd you switch to? The plant one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How's that one been?
Shout out to my boy Rob. You know what? It's not in my menu right now. But it was great. It was great. The taste was good.
No gas or nothing?
Nah. The amount... the amount of grams.
If gas is happening, it's not happening in front of me.
My fear with like plant-based protein powders, this is usually my fear with those, is that they're gonna have to add a whole bunch of like extra sugary stuff to make it like taste okay, and it's still not gonna pack as a punch in terms of like the amount of protein you're able to get. It's like you're having to do 2 big scoops to just get like 18 or something. But the numbers on this one were pretty good. It tastes good. I think it's called like Orgain.
Orgain, yeah.
Is the
brand.
Yeah, the brand. Went pretty hard. Terra's Whey, if you fuck with whey, it was pretty good. It's pricey though. But yeah, I'm on this menu now. Chingo de Mayo, I'm gonna be ripped. I'm gonna be the dude with a 6-pack, you know what I'm saying, walking around with a 8th Wonder 6-pack and then my own 6-pack.
My goal is to be semi-normal looking by Penny's first one, you know, her when she turns 1.
What day is that, or what?
July 11th.
July
so
11th.
I've mentally have given me myself a deadline. Like there's no excuse after July 11th that your ass should still be fat. You see what I'm saying? So 7/11 is my due date.
And then my thing that I'm looking forward to is going back to get a second DEXA body scan just to compare my numbers. Be like, oh, okay, I'm, you know.
And I was telling him that we should go back on the day that like we turn in our numbers to Christine also as well, just to kind of see how it's been going for.
So during my weight gain experiment, I was also like very cardio averse. If that's a word? Like I was avoiding it. I was like, nah, son, you know that's going you burning up.
Let's call it your mass building stage.
Yeah, and honestly, I wish I had gotten a DEXA prior to it because if the DEXA that we did, the scan that we did just get, it tells you how much lean body mass or muscle mass or whatever. I might have even, who knows, maybe I did put on about 5 pounds of muscle and didn't know it.
Right.
You know, because of the amount of rest. Like I was doing some of this 4-hour body shit where it's like,
okay, let me tell you why. Because I've always encouraged him to try to push himself to lift heavier, right? And for him, it's like, well...
No, you do got to lift heavier.
But the 4-hour work week doesn't work that way.
No, the 4-hour body...
I'm sorry, 4-hour work week is another book.
4-hour body does tell you to lift heavy. They do.
You were just not wanting to do it?
No, you do. And you're supposed to lift to failure. And I was. And you're supposed to take these like 3-minute rests, like control that variable so the rest is consistent. And shit like that. And
was it to failure? Is that what it
the last, yeah. Say you do 3 sets, the last rep is like you're going.
Because I know Tim Ferriss is a big fan of like the Russian style lifting, where you do like heavy weights for low reps.
Well, that's because it has different chapters. That would be like your power lifter chapter, where it's like the goal is this. If you're on this other chapter, then the goal is this. If you're trying to just drop body fat and drop weight, then you would read this chapter.
What's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my theory. So for me, like girls, one thing that I always get asked on Tip Tuesday is, how did you know what to do? Like what besides obviously I've taken like training, which is not the same things. I don't have all these fancy like certifications except for that ACE and the
NASM.
There
do
you
you
go.
have that really?
I had it. It's expired now. So they weren't.
It's really hard to get from what I hear. The NASM certification.
I mean, you just have to study. You have to know the body parts,
anatomy.
And you have to. Yeah,
that's a lot of people's things. They don't want to learn the anatomy.
Yeah, exactly. No, it wasn't. I mean, I guess it was hard, but I just studied. So Zumba actually paid for it.
Nice.
So if you got that, they offered it at the Zumba convention. So if you wanted to do the ACE, if you wanted to do the personal training, anything that you wanted to do, it was obviously a different fee, but I did it while I was out there because I was already No, I just did those 2. I didn't do all the other ones. Anyway, my point is, so a lot of the things I don't like, a lot of the girl lifting exercises, right? Because it's so shitty.
Like your bands and
like
stuff,
just
you mean?
no, I like bands, but it's just like I think girls just kind of like to focus, and maybe I'm generalizing, but most of them all want to focus on the booty. Right? It's like, oh no, I'm going to get bulky, and what women don't understand is that we don't have enough testosterone to ever get that bulky unless you're going to juice, unless you're doing something to help that. And unless maybe you did it for years, if you'd been lifting since you were like, I don't know, like 15, then maybe you could have grown all that muscle naturally from here to then. And
It's just-
genetics.
it's
And
mis-
genetics is the other
Oh, yeah.
thing,
and
you
it's
know?
misinformation. Like for instance, what she's trying to say is like some girls assume if I lift weights, then I'm gonna get all muscular and look like a dude. It's like no, actually, you're gonna burn fat, and you're gonna burn fat for a long time after you leave the gym, and you might get some more muscle tone, and you're gonna look. Your jeans are
You're
gonna fit
probably
better.
yeah.
You're gonna be stronger. You have more energy. Like all that stuff it has nothing to do with like, well, I'm gonna have a deep voice and have a thick ass jawline.
Yeah. And my point is to that is, so what I like to do is I'll go on YouTube and find a lot of these like bodybuilders, take some of what their exercises are, and then I modify it to be, for me, obviously, the weight and how I want to piece it with another body part if I'm doing a superset or whatever. So, but again, these are old exercises. They're not trying to be creative. You know, like I like to watch a lot of the old Arnold, exercises and routines that he has. You know what I'm saying?
I like to
'Cause-
watch Beyonce documentaries.
Yeah, I do.
But
that.
you're straight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Leader of the Beehive.
You are.
It's the.
But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't really like to try a lot of the new stuff that comes out because I feel like so many people have been doing it for years and it's worked for them.
Well, 'cause they want-
keeping it that way. Why are you trying to change it? Like, quit trying to like
Reinvent
I'll
the
tell you
wheel.
what it is.
Yeah, and like, you know, they're trying to like just
I'ma
come
tell
up
you what it
with
is.
what?
Like Tim Ferriss says, they try to overcomplicate to sell you something.
Oh yeah, always. It's
There.
always marketing.
That's what you're trying to say.
Like all those things you've seen on TV, like the butts, going back to the butt thing. You've seen the one where it looks like a pogo stick where you sit on it. It's supposed to help your glutes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It looks like you're just fucking that fucking rod.
Yeah.
And all kinds of different glute machines, but you just do squats and lunges.
Yeah, it's crazy, and so a lot of the questions is like, it's crazy how the power of advertising and the power of like really putting shit out there, where females really think that by wearing a waist trainer you're gonna lose fat. It amazes me that people really ask me that. We'd all look badass.
Yeah.
We'd all look like this shit. If all you had to do was sit with the waist trainer on, I'd sleep with that bitch all day long. Since like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
For
if
right
that
now,
were the case.
It's all about marketing and then the allure of like what you see on social media. So I think Summer Rae, some big Instagram model, like just got, blasted for photoshopping all her shit. So now she's like a
Oh,
big
wow.
fitness influencer. It's like these like Paige Hathaway, is that another one?
Oh
Like,
yeah. She got.
She got some
She's,
shit like
Photoshopping?
she's fucking like legit.
Yeah, she got some shit a while back about her butt being fake or something. I don't remember. But Summer Rae, this is like last week where she's photoshopping all her shit. And like these are people that are like at the top of the fitness influential,
well, there's a ton of money.
demographic.
There's a ton of money in that
Ton of
shit,
money.
and these motherfuckers know how to finesse it. Like
Yeah.
some of them, they have a whole staff and a whole team. They vlog. They got this. They got a gym. They got all type of shit.
Amanda Bucci is another one.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She went from like fitness to like life help, I guess, or something like that.
I mean, yeah, I don't knock it. Shit,
Yeah, me either. I don't knock whatever.
Yeah.
I don't
Get your
knock
money.
anyone.
Whatever your hustle
Get whatever
is.
you want to
Fuck
do.
it. You
It was
want to have
like
a six pack in the Lambo? Hey,
yeah,
do you?
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the other day when I was
Me,
trying
on
to-
the other hand, I don't want a six pack.
You don't want it?
Well, because I don't have one right now. Go ahead.
I was trying to like post a video of me working out, and obviously I look at myself and I'm like, I don't want to post it because I don't look like somebody who works out like I used to look like. And then I thought to myself like, well, no. If I don't post it, then people are going to be
won't
like,
know the process.
yeah, they're not going to know, like, because, you feel self-conscious, And so then and I was like, I don't give a fuck, because guess what? Like, I'm in here and I'm trying to get back to where I was. Reality is that it's like I said the other day, it was like, yes, just like steroids, if you get plastic surgery, correct. You still have to maintain it. I get it, but all you're doing is maintaining it now. You're not starting from scratch.
Well, it
You're not
depends.
having to eat better.
Well, it's a case by case. It's a generalization to say if you have surgery, then all you got to do is maintain. It depends.
It depends on what.
It depends on the person and what kind of fucked up surgery they got. So it's like, for instance, if all they got was lipo, but they still got, cellulite legs. Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? They can still eat cheeseburgers, or
Probably, because if their stomach if their only concern was their stomach and it's still flat, then all she's doing is she is maintaining to keep the stomach flat
until that Taco Bell starts to
exactly. But what I'm saying is that's all after you get surgery, all you have to do is maintain it.
What's that surgery that like to wrap your stomach? They put like a rubber band in there. Is that lap band?
Lap band, yeah.
Band? That shit can pop.
But they make your stomach smaller, and it can.
Yeah.
This guy I used to work with, you're not supposed to have sodas or something, and so he's sitting there.
He said, "I'm
chugged."
Me vale madre.
He was chugging some kind of soda. I don't know what it was. And next thing you know, you just hear where he fell over in the chair from where I guess it just I don't really know. Ambulance came, and it was like I was like, what? So this is really dumb, I know, but I never understood how that worked. And then when they were explaining to me about that was that guy's second surgery, the first one he got was the gastric bypass. And then I guess he still kind of gained the weight from the gastric bypass, and then the newer version came out.
He's like, I don't know why. I mean, I'm just
living my best life.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't understand.
Basically.
What I don't understand is I'm gonna have to ask Christine, because I'm gonna stick to the menu.
Sure.
I'm gonna stick to it, but I am gonna ask her like, hey, shouldn't a guy have more protein in this?
So what, if you don't mind me asking, what's the ratio for both of you right now? Like how many grams for you and how many grams of protein for you?
I don't know. I gotta check them on my docket.
I think I need to print it in order to see the actual.
Yeah, I think you do.
I was just curious.
No, I am too, because it's mostly carb. Mm-hmm. However, it is right at like 2,000 calories.
Okay.
So based on the weight gain experiment I was on, I'm gonna.
Let me see
Chingo de Mayo. If you want to come see the swag in person, come through. Let me see. Sorry guys.
ChingoToBling.com, everybody, for tickets.
ChingoBling.com. Get tickets
to Latino as Fuck Tour.
for everything. Okay, here's my menu. Here it is. Boom. Pull up. Okay, for breakfast, I get a whole bunch of turkey bacon, which to me, I'm going to stick to.
How many do you get?
I
Six.
That's a whole bunch.
6
just
strips?
Mm.
Processed
Turkey
meat with God knows what they add, nitrates and shit. 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. 1 serving of Nutri-Grain whole wheat, like Lego Maegos, which is 2 waffles. And then like 6 strawberries chopped up. So that right there, the only protein is going to be the turkey bacon. And then that good-ass pizza, for lunch. And then we get apple with...
I don't get an apple with my eggs.
No? Okay, apple with 2 hard-boiled eggs. And then dinner is going to be like brown rice, broccoli, and like some kind of meat, like salmon or something. And it's 2,014 calories.
I think I need to update my app because mine doesn't ever show me that. I have to actually print it to see it. So.
Me too.
You do?
I'm going to have to print it. I don't see the macros.
Oh, okay.
What app?
Yesterday it kind of showed you.
It's a
she uses dot fit.
Oh, okay.
That's what she uses.
No, it doesn't show.
Oh, okay. Anyway, make a long story short, my point is that, people are trying to start from, I'm having to start from scratch. I could have, I'm sure, when got surgery, a mommy makeover, and then it would have been perfect. All I would have to have done now is work on.
I found the numbers. Protein is going to be 21% of the menu, and it's 40% carb, and it's 37.9% fats. But it doesn't say how many grams. Sorry. I'm going to have to print it. Yeah.
So
Well, now we'll be touching base every week. We'll follow up how you feel, what's changed, if you're going to trust the whole process.
I don't feel comfortable like at the weight that I am right now. So I know for a fact the minute I start to drop, I'll start to immediately feel
She's going to be talking back like a motherfucker.
I'm going to be like,
Boy, get your own motherfucking food. Fuck I look like. I'm like Beyonce. Okay then, exactly.
Your queen bee.
a queen bee, queen soul.
She gonna stop spoiling me like. And I go,
Silly. Rob witnesses all
hey
this.
man, y'all want the real behind the scenes?
This is it, yeah.
Shit.
People
Y'all
love
want
it.
the real behind the scenes of shit, how much weed I had to throw away in Denver. I'm still mad about that.
That's crazy. I can't believe that.
It just sucks that it's illegal here. And I also heard from the tour that they gave me that CBD, I was like, oh, it's legal everywhere. He's like, technically, no. he said CBD is still like class 1 something substance. Like you're better off getting caught with meth than getting caught with CBD.
We should go try the CBD coffee shop that just opened right here in Spring Branch.
Oh, it opened on 420, right?
Yeah, it opened on 420. We should go check it out though.
Yeah, and then the homeboy said, I'm like, well, why are they allowed to sell it everywhere? They're all popping up. He's like, well, because it's unenforced.
It's some places. Some places, like, even here in Houston, I have friends that, like, sell it at supplement shops, and if cops just want to go in there and, you know, fucking start
Be
trouble,
dicks.
they'll go in there and...
Snatch up all your CBD?
They'll snap up all your shit. They'll also threaten to, like, close you down, like, immediately. We're talking about, like, Total Nutritions and big supplement stores. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
With no warrant, nothing?
Nothing. Just, they can go in there and just be assholes
How
about
was
it.
that?
How's that? And that's
Hold
a part
on,
of the
what
amendments.
Which amendment is this? No warrant?
4.
The 4th Amendment.
Yeah, we were just talking about that
Yeah,
earlier.
'cause I had to
But
quiz
if you
my
don't know
daughter.
your shit, then you're going to get scared. They're going to
That's
intimidate
fucking
you.
bullshit.
And they're going to take your shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And a lot of businesses that are that big don't want that risk. So like, okay, fuck, we just won't carry CBD.
And meanwhile, fucking Big Pharma out here slinging these goddamn opiates like it ain't shit.
Like it's Tic Tacs.
And people getting all fucked up and can't get a hold of some good medicine. I had to throw away my good medicine in Denver.
Yeah.
I had to donate, give away.
Speaking of
Allegedly.
medicine and pain pills. Have you guys ever been under like anesthesia for any kind of procedure?
I had my
Yeah?
tonsils taken.
I had my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh shit! I never have. And Dawn she had some lipomas on her arm that she had to have removed, and they put her under for that. And that was the first time she'd ever been under, and she was all freaked out and stuff, and everything came out fine. But then, like, I started suddenly hearing other people on podcasts talking about how many people die when they go under.
Anesthesia.
Yeah, it's like one of the largest causes of people dying.
Well, they say doctors is one of the largest
Yeah,
causes.
that in general.
It's like number 3.
It's crazy.
Like you go to the doctor, yeah.
That's honestly, that's another reason why I feel plastic surgery is so scary to me.
Oh yeah.
Like, wait, you
finna die over some titties?
You're gonna die because, you know,
Just because you want to titty fuck somebody? Over some titties.
Babe, how do you know that's the reason?
That's probably what they want.
There's a lot of them. Yeah, let's be real.
So that's the only thing that scares me. Like, you know, if I ever like considered doing anything,
You die over some ass shots? You trying to just have your Instagram litty?
Crazy.
You just trying to put, little thirst traps out for the gram?
I just saw you grab your soda and your pinky kind of went up a little bit. Let me give you a little trivia about the pinky.
Oh,
Ready?
shit.
Here we go. We're learning.
So, back in the days, right? Everybody thinks that because you pick up your pinky, it's like the foo-foo, right? But technically, it was like back in the tea time, the fingers didn't fit. So this was the finger that was left out. But then, as people started to go to parties, and it was like big time, like promiscuity was happening and promoting in these parties, everybody was sleeping with everybody, and kind of no one knew if you had an STD or
Hey,
you didn't.
it's my
I
kind of
did.
party. What's up?
So, how you knew if someone had an STD is
Put
you
the
held your
pinky up.
pinky up.
Oh, never mind.
And so as somebody walked by, if they wanted to bang you, and like, oh
Like,
shit,
hey,
that pinky's
Let
out.
me just let you know what you're getting yourself into.
I don't know what STD you have, but
I'm gonna grab it like this, everybody.
that. So next time you put
Hold
up
up,
your
baby.
pinky, guys, everybody thinks it's like a natural reflex because your finger just naturally does it, but
You
it
let them
isn't.
hoes know, hey,
you
I'm
let
out-
them
I'm
hoes
out
know
here.
you got a
I'm
STD,
out
boo boo.
here. You letting them know, hey, bitch, you running a risk fucking with me.
I never knew that. That's funny.
Marisol's full
Yeah.
of lots of trivial
Yeah.
information. Half her brain is like fucking
Hashtag
Jeopardy.
Aguacat.
Fucking hashtag Kardashians. Episode 5, season 3. Scott. Told Chloe.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect, like 50-50 of like amazing knowledge and then like useless.
Yeah, it's that NPR. I like listening to their.
I like NPR.
I love NPR too, and so one of theirs is like what you should know type thing, and so it's like people will ask questions, and I love listening to it. And then another one is like when someone had asked like, who decided that the alphabet goes the way it goes? Like, why is A B C D E A B C D E F G, right? Like, who decided it? Why isn't Z first?
What'd they say?
Well, there's not an answer to that one, but the only word in the dictionary, right, that has
It's spelled in alphabetical order.
is spelled in alphabetical order is what, babe? What?
Beefly.
What?
Yeah.
Because, when she see me coming through, she be like, oh, he beefly.
Beefly. Yeah.
And then, I had to put my pinky up on her. Like, hey, you running a risk fucking with me.
Of an STD,
You
boo?
know.
I don't know if you want to put that out there that you have an STD, bro.
Because several people have noticed I am beefly.
Trying to bite into that Slim Jim.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so there you go. So the only word in alphabetical order is, and then I had to sit there and actually write it. I'm like, is that true?
And then she comes home and tells me all this shit.
And then it gets put in your jokes.
Exactly.
The more
Did you know?
It's like, what's up, Kingsville? Did you know the only word that's spelled alphabetically?
Try it, and I bet you can have people in the audience like this. It's almost like like Luis's joke is like, "Where's the worst place to get
That's the first thing I thought of.
Where's the worst place to get a fucking hickey?
but that one's funny. This is just like info.
They're gonna be like, "How does this?" I don't know how the rest of the
Yeah,
joke
exactly.
Oh, no, it's just information.
That's what's funny about it. They're
We're
gonna be
learning
like,
here.
"What?"
It's funny that it's not funny. It's funny that you expected it to be funny.
It's ironic.
At
comedy.
a comedy show.
And then I have index cards like, all right, next thing. Do you know why some people put their pinky up back in the day?
Hashtag STDs. Moving on.
All right.
I got this.
Beefly.
You know where the word came from? It's just a
Beefly
bunch of
STDs.
trivial knowledge.
All right, that's my time. Thank you, Kingsville. Nos vemos en la lava.
that was my 5 minutes.
Type 5.
Have a type 5,
I
Rob.
figured you would work on it after Waco,
Right?
when you had everybody dying. Anybody in here comedians?
No,
I didn't fucking think so.
I didn't think so. Shut the fuck up. Man, we needed that announcement in Denver. Some people, they was just lit. Some
Yeah.
people were just yelling a little bit too much.
Sometimes, depending on how good of a mood I'm in, if I'm like really in it, like okay, then I can get pretty crunk on the mic. But if I'm just
Y'all
like,
sold this motherfucker. Oh, they're like, damn, who was that? That's Chingo's wife.
if I know that
Y'all
I gotta
sold
hurry up and
this
go back and do
motherfucker
something else,
out,
it's like
bitch.
I need to hurry up and do. Yeah, that's exactly how I do it. Y'all sold this motherfucker. Oh.
Or like, make some noise. I can't hear you. Oh, that's weak as fuck. That's all y'all got?
And meanwhile, it's like at them. Welcome to the world famous.
Okay.
Is that the improv one or what?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because it goes from that, and then I used to do it right after them, after they did their announcements, and then it'd be from professional to ghetto,
Then you
which
just
was
start
me.
hearing Cardi B music and shit. Do anything for clout.
But I let them do it now, unless we have the venue. Then it's me that's the voice of God.
That's what they say.
Speaking of improv, the Houston dates are super early now, but if you want to go get your Houston dates,
Oh, they're live?
tickets. Yeah,
Yep,
they're up
they're
on our
live.
website.
But if you also from Houston, come to Chingo de Mayo.
That's right.
Sunday, May 5th.
I'm so excited. I'm getting more excited as it's been a headache, right?
A lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm glad we went through it because now next year it should be easier, right?
It should be, but it's still going to be like, okay, new merch designs.
Yeah.
It's
new
still going to be
concept.
new everything, but I'm just saying I'm glad we know now like a lot more things. And I was telling him I kind of feel like accomplished because everything is locked in, everything is set, we're putting it out there. People are getting excited about it, So
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait, because I can't wait to see like what the outcome is of all the stuff that we worked so hard
Somebody going to
for.
end up pregnant. Because it's going to be some twerking up there. And I know somebody going to get them some. Somebody's pinky going to be up. Somebody going to be looking beefly.
Random. Hey, it's a 2019 Mañosas tour? Or
No,
what?
I know people going to be twerking. Like the beats that's going to be playing. The DJs we hired. And the crews and the artists. And somebody going to get pregnant. Somebody's going to be beefly. And somebody's pinky going to be up.
So we announced the headliner next week. Or this week.
This
It
week.
kind
This
of was
week.
in the sizzle that
Yeah.
we posted, but we can still make a big deal.
Yeah, make a
like
big
this
deal.
week coming up,
Yeah.
because it's the last week.
And I'll
Friday.
I'll have a new wig for Chingo de Mayo.
Ooh, can you
Fresh
disclose?
Fresh wig. Who this?
Excuse me.
Fresh wig. Can I what?
Disclose.
It's
the-
actually just going to be a regular color. It's actually going to just be blonde, but the cut's going to be pretty. That's
gonna
where
be
it's
like
going
the
to be
mother
different.
of dragons. I know you guys don't watch fucking Game of Thrones.
I don't even
Well,
know what that is.
I mean-
Oh my God! But Crew Bob today was really trying to convince me. He's another one now, babe. He's
now he's been a diehard. Game
no.
of
I'm
Thrones
saying
fan.
he's another one now
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm saying that's
How
like
many
really
seasons?
trying to convince me to watch it.
How many seasons do they have?
Season 8 is airing every Sunday right now on HBO, and it's the last season. So
Okay,
there's
so-
only
For sure, they're going to cut it off.
it's
Oh, thank God.
how
haven't-
dare you?
I haven't made it through episodes.
Past 3, we haven't even
I'm just
gone.
like, okay, so what happened?
For someone who has such an appreciation for writing and story, like you gotta just stick through the first season and get all the introduce. There's a lot of characters and families and arcs of everyone's different, history.
I don't know. I'll try it again, but look.
We try every
Let me
time. We
tell
try
you.
one episode every time someone tells us. We're like,
Let
all
me tell
right,
you.
you ready?
Okay.
Let's do it.
So Rob trying to call me out on not knowing what some good writing is.
Oh,
Look, when I sit down to watch Ozark or something like
wait,
that.
we just started that yesterday.
Wasn't it so fucking
Just the first
good?
episode.
Oh,
Okay, put your
man.
seatbelt on.
Oh,
Now that is.
Put your pinky up. Put your seatbelt on.
Yeah. Go ahead. I saw the pinky again.
Well, let's just say Ozark, for example, right? Ozark, first episode off top, we already get all the, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for?
what was my analysis
Jesus
right?
Christ, what's the word?
What? Off the top. what?
Exposition.
Oh.
You get all the exposition out the way. So now, boom, we know the setup. We have the promise of the premise. We know that we introduce the characters. We know what universe, like we know the world they live in and the rules and who's who and what's what. And it hooks you and you're in. You're on for the ride. It's like, man, this dude's an accountant with, fucking with these cartels and they laundering money and he's got a family. And then you're just on for the ride. Let's just say Blackish. You watching a sitcom with your family, and man, they be killing me on that show Blackish. It's like funny. It's like joke after joke. Game of Thrones, I get it. It's a slower grind, so it's just like, okay, so all right, so this is the midget guy. Okay, this is so like blonde chick. She's had a brother. Okay, they're in some other world. They're on horses. Okay, these other people got caught doing it. The little boy fell out the window. All right, now what?
And then
It's
we
just
discover
like,
that they're siblings
There's a
having
couple
sex
old
with each
kings,
other.
like a couple old fat king type of dudes.
Yeah, and then-
I haven't seen a bad guy. I haven't seen like a demon. Show me a dragon.
The bad guy is the guy.
Somebody
or he's not a
need to
bad guy.
die.
He's the mean guy,
Ain't
right?
nobody died yet.
Wait, the mean guy is the guy that the girl with the white hair ended up with, right? She married him, or he won't sleep with her, but they're
There's
together.
like
or what happened?
Khaleesi
The
and-
Dothraki guy, Jason Momoa.
I don't know. I
He
don't know
looks
the
like
actor
half
names.
horse, half man. I don't know who he is.
That's
But
Aquaman.
Oh, with the long hair.
That's Jason Momoa.
okay, that guy.
Mamon.
He's married to the girl got married to the girl with the white hair, right?
Yeah.
But he won't sleep with her,
You
right?
got to keep watching it. You know?
What was that? Episode 3 or something?
Okay, so you're getting there.
It's just
So
a
they-
time commitment.
We left off at the one where the fat guy,
sound so
the
old.
weak
Yeah,
guy.
you do.
We got a baby. You know what I'm saying?
It's an hour episode. Ozark's an hour. They're all hour episodes.
Ozark goes hard though.
How many shows? Actually, there's another one.
Bro, we binged watched.
Bench to watch.
Binge
watched.
It's the El
Binge
Chapo.
watched.
El Chapo went hard. Narcos is pretty hard.
There's a show called On the Block. Haven't started yet. It's all about Latin culture, basically. It's almost like a Everybody Hates Chris. Remember Chris Rock show? Where there's like a kid. He's like, that's his voice. I haven't started it yet, but I saw the preview for it. A bunch of Mexican friends said it was really good. You might want to check it out. On the
What-
Block.
What had to
city?
be your
What
Mexican
city does
friends?
this take place?
Did you hear what he said? A bunch of my Mexican
Because my white
friends.
friends ain't watching that shit. Let's be real.
What city does this take place?
It's in California, I think.
Of course. We need to see some Houston shit.
That's what I'm saying. So, but that you got to watch it because I watched the trailer after you told me how good it was, and it was like, okay, this could definitely pique my interest. It's like a funny kind of.
So maybe I need the cliff note. I was tempted to like, fuck it. I'm just diving into season 8. Fuck it. I'm just.
Oh no!
For what, babe? Oh, for the
Game of
for the-
Thrones?
Yeah, because
But
I'm
my
like,
sister and my mom said we won't get it right if
I
we
don't
watch
know.
it from right
This
now.
first
Nothing.
season is fucking putting me to sleep. I might have to watch it in fast. I'm like, get to the fucking point. What's happening? Where you going? You're throwing out all these weird, like, the land of, and you have this accent, and it's fucking, okay, let's speed it up.
Right now, we're at the episode where I think this chubby guy comes in and they make him fight him. And like he's a weak guy, I guess. And so one of the guys that's there that's learning how to, he ends up having to take him, he took him under his wing.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I don't even know what the fuck episode we're on because it's just killing me. Here's what we're going to do. Tonight, we're going to freaking put all the gadgets away, turn off the lights, like get some edible, like popcorn, whatever. I don't know what's in my menu. And just, all right, we're going to sit through a fucking episode and I'm going to pay attention.
Okay.
Like-
Are we starting over or were we
No,
left off at?
I'm tired. I've
Okay.
seen episode 1 like 3 times, and I'm like,
We did. We watched
okay.
episode 1 3
and
times.
each time I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck is happening. I have no fucking clue.
My mom, okay, let me tell you how obsessed she was.
Yeah.
Obsessed she is with it.
Yes.
So she ordered HBO. Okay, she doesn't have HBO, right?
Share HBO now.
She has HBO now.
Why am I hungry?
I'm starving.
Jesus Christ. Okay, go ahead.
My stomach was that's one thing I do. The reason I drink a lot of coffee is because it suppresses my appetite.
Yo, I love how all over the place we are today.
Yeah,
you guys.
I know.
I don't know if it's because y'all are hungry or done a lot
that,
today.
That and the boxing.
My
and
stomach. I had to get I had my egg whites already because
it's almost like a little bit of deliriousness. Like you're,
yeah, for
you're
sure,
all,
it's everywhere.
Hilarious.
But anyway,
this is what you need to hear. Oh no, breathe. Okay, that's not fun. Anyway, go on.
The obsession.
Anyway, my mom has so she has a smart TV. It's just like, how do I download this app? Because at your house, all you do, and so because we have an Apple TV with an Apple phone, yep. So so anyway, she's like, well, your TV it does blah blah blah, and I said, Ma, and I'm trying to explain to her. She's like, well, I'm gonna have to download it on my phone. So she deleted everything she needed to delete on her phone so that the app could download. Because I guess the file's big.
Netflix app?
No, it's the HBO Now app.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
So that she can watch the Game of Thrones. And I was like, are you kidding me? She's like, no.
Little bitty screen.
And on Sunday, well, for Easter, she was here and she was kind of helping me finish, like cleaning up and stuff. And she was like, so can I watch Game of Thrones? I was like, sure. She goes, no, actually, you know what? I want to watch it like peacefully and like just
nice,
like in my own home. So I'm just gonna go home and watch it. I was like, wow.
Maybe episode 4 is where it like starts getting good.
Yo, we're having weekly watch parties at our place on Sundays.
Weekly watch parties,
Sunday so they don't. You can't binge it. They just HBO does it right in the sense that it makes you wait till next Sunday to catch the latest episode.
We can binge it because we're behind.
No, sure, of course.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been doing. And episode 3 this Sunday. So by the time this comes out, it just came out. Is like it's going to start the longest battle sequence in television movie history.
Well, I ain't seen that one battle yet.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm at.
They're still walking at the episodes we're on. They're still walking, bro.
This is what I need.
Patience.
I need give me the cliff notes. Be like, look, bro. Episode 1, this is what you need to know. Episode 2, this is what happened. 3, boom. All right, I'm gonna watch 4 because all I know is there's a midget.
Let's give it a chance.
Yeah,
there's a midget. I seen 2 pair of titties. And a little boy fell out the window, and then some people were walking around on a fucking horse.
Well, as it gets going, Chris Crew Bob said that there's a bunch of dick everywhere, and then that there's a bunch of girls on girls.
There's a lot of
action
nudity in there, yeah, for sure.
Great.
So I can send you like...
he doesn't want to see it.
I can send you a YouTube video.
No riata. Hey, riata alert. Espérate. Censor the riatas.
All 7 seasons in like 45 minutes. It's like there's a bunch of YouTube channels dedicated.
I want to hear... Catch me up to episode 4. But I guess I could watch 7 seasons of a fucking recap.
Well, maybe we can understand it.
Yeah.
If we watch the recap.
I'm so lost on this fucking show, bro.
Right,
it's
man.
like in the very beginning.
I wonder how many of our listeners are fans.
Right now they're yelling at their
they're
fucking...
probably screaming like,
spoiler
alert.
You don't fucking know.
This is what I know. In the very beginning, I saw some violence. It was like a demon-looking dude, and he chopped off a couple heads, and people look scared. I'm like, okay, I know who
White Walkers.
I know who the bad guy is.
Mm-hmm.
Good, I'm in. And then they're like in this little like village thing, and the boy's making a sword.
Winterfell, yes.
They're kind of like punking him, and then
Mighty Soul's face.
And then the dude's boning his sister, but the little brother or some other little boy,
the little boy caught them.
They push him out the window. He wakes up. He's like in the bed. He's worried that he's gonna tell. And then they cut to this other world where this Khaleesi is on a horse, and they're like, "You're speaking like a true." Princess Khaleesi. No, I speak like Khaleesi.
Did you know that Dawn dyed her hair to have...
No, that's great. I get it.
She's had blonde hair.
But I'm like, I'm not vested in these characters. I don't give a fuck because I don't know anything about this Khaleesi person. I just know she's going somewhere for some reason. She has like a punk ass brother with like the same little hair, and then there's these other little swole dudes on horses, and I don't care. I am not vested in these characters. Like what?
You have offended so many people right now. You have zero clue.
You sound like Brendan Schaub years ago when they told him to watch a show. He just started watching the show like last year, binge watched 7 seasons, and then last week on, I think it was King and the Sting, told Theo Von, I feel like such a dummy for not listening to people to watch the show.
Yeah, and then you know what? You're probably right. And I'm probably going to get to that one episode that should have been the first episode. Like, I don't know when it's supposed to start getting good. Where I'm going to probably say that, like, oh, I get it. Y'all should have said, I understand. But right now...
Well, how many episodes before we get there?
It's like, I want to punch the screen. It's like, fucking speed it up. This shit is boring. This shit is so fucking boring.
Listen, we both have fallen asleep.
Where's the conflict? Where's the conflict? Where's the emotional change?
If you're on episode 4 or 3 or 4 right now, like halfway through season 1, you're going to start seeing a complete twist in everything that's going on.
Can't wait.
So I'm sure right now you think that...
the little boy's still in the bed.
Okay. You think Ned Stark is going to be king, and you think all these things...
I don't even know who that is.
Motherfuck!
Who is that? The midget?
No, that's the guy that basically like is like the king of the North, basically. The guy that greets the
Slim Thug.
Yeah,
the boss of the
Slim
North?
Thug of the North. I can't, listeners.
Crack open the boss beer.
This is
know.
really, you really have hurt so many people's feelings right now, babe. I think.
Look, man. If
He's
I'm the
keeping it
teacher,
real.
if I'm the teacher, and this is what you turning in, this is the project, this is game, this what you turn, what you call it, Game of Thrones. This is it.
Damn.
This is what you turned in.
You
had all this time and all this money
You better
to make a
watch
show.
it because these Game of Thrones people are gonna.
Hey, all my shows are empty now. Hey, fool, you're hating on GOT, dog.
That's right. Can't hate
my
on God, bro.
I just need to recap. I don't know.
You didn't even stick it out for fucking Westworld. That's an amazing show.
At least Westworld, I kind of can wrap my brain around.
Westworld.
Oh my god. Hey, you know what?
I mean, it is a little slow as well.
Let's just watch Narcos over and over again.
No, Narcos is cool.
I want to actually watch La Reina del Sur with Kate
Oh,
Castillo.
I heard that was pretty good.
My mom watched it when it was on TV.
I'd rather watch
Period.
Dirty Horchata than Game of Thrones.
Selfless plug, everybody.
No, that's horrible. No, that's horrible. I'm like, that's what you turned in, Chingo? That's what you pressed upload? Did you watch it before you pressed upload?
Bro, so many people love it though.
They
It's
do.
just
It's campy.
because it's like
It's
you
silly.
know, it's
it was
so
a cool
silly.
It was a cool experiment, like on a zero budget. But Game of Thrones, you had endless budget, bro. You had all that.
I mean, you
budget.
can tell they have endless budget because the
scenery.
freaking. I mean, the scenery, what they're wearing.
You should have spent it on the writers.
Ooh, you better watch
Rob's
out.
like, I quit.
Dare you, man.
Rob's like, I quit. All right, I'll give it a chance.
Some of the best writers
let's
in
just
Hollywood.
let's just try it tonight. Let's try to like actually sit
Aaron
there and watch
Sorkin.
it.
Aaron Sorkin wrote this bitch.
I forgot who.
Okay,
it's
then.
Dan something and Dan something.
Okay.
You want to try it?
What-
Tonight.
okay, which one? Number 4?
Number 4.
Episode 4. We're gonna patiently. I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna just like force myself to figure this shit out, because I'm so lost.
I like it. I like the dedication.
I'm so lost.
We're gonna try.
I'm trying to be patient with it, dog. I don't know. It's just like, maybe I can't relate.
This is the
I
part
didn't
where
grow up with dragons.
Zoom in on his face.
I still haven't seen not one dragon.
It's gonna be.
Oh, there's
wild.
gonna be dragons there.
Yeah, it's gonna
They
be
talk
wild.
about all types of stuff that I ain't even seen. They're
Hey,
just
real quick, the dragons ain't even been birthed yet in the show.
okay. Well,
And it's season 8.
No. Season 1.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn.
Yeah,
Season 8, they running shit.
yeah.
Golly,
Okay.
I was
Well,
gonna say-
I can't wait then.
Oh.
I can't wait then because
Yeah.
right now it's a little boy in the bed. It's a midget.
You leave Bran alone.
I don't even know the names. It's a little boy that fell out a window. He's in a bed. I don't know why he ain't said shit yet. I guess he forgot. We're probably gonna find out at some point.
Real talk, they just reunited last week for the first time since that first season. The guy that pushed them out of the window and the little boy.
Oh, they're cool now.
Well,
What do you mean reunited?
this is the first time they've been in the same scene since that scene.
Oh,
That was like
word.
7 years ago.
Wait, this show been on for 7 years.
Yeah.
This show has been on for 7 years.
Yeah.
What I'm watching is 7 years old.
Yeah.
7 years. 2012?
Yeah. Yeah. Take that in. Best show ever
7
created. Comes to an end in
Well,
4
I guess
weeks.
it makes sense. Yeah, I guess you got to sit through it for 7 years for it to make sense.
These are hardcore fans. Chingo. You
There's
better.
a lot of good shows out there, but I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I
Other
guess
good
this
shows.
is the
Let's
one. This
Segue
the
into other
Bandcamp
ones.
one. This the bandwagon one that I have to. I will.
Well, we might end up liking it.
We might, but it's an investment.
I'm just
Eventually.
waiting for Ozark.
You know what I'm saying? Ozark went hard.
Episode 2 tonight. Gonna continue it.
Bro.
Ozark went hard.
Now, how many shows do you get that much information on the goddamn pilot episode?
Well, you're supposed to, technically, in a way. Like when you pitch a pilot script, you don't want to have it too. Obviously, the opposite. What you don't want is having it be overly convoluted and contrived, where you cramming in. You're trying to serve so many characters. We're trying to show you what world and universe we're in, and it's just because we're going through it right now. But so you have to be careful cramming too much. But there has to be enough meat in there to hook you. And you want to have people care about the characters so that they can be along for the ride. One of the things, speaking of Ozark, one thing I really enjoyed was like that. Some of the acting was really
That
good.
little girl with the curly hair. I forget what her name is in the show.
Ozark?
Has she been introduced
Oh,
yet?
she's probably not in
Man,
yet.
that girl,
She's dope.
She's not been in anything big until that show, but that girl's acting skills.
And then the mean lady, the old mean lady.
Her
did
acting
thing.
skills are
the
great.
little boy. I mean,
everybody in
wife.
there is like everybody on that show has amazing acting skills. It's crazy because
I like Jason Bateman. Just in
yeah,
general.
just
He got the job done. But what fucks with my mind is I know him from other shows and he acts the same way.
Yeah.
So you have cartel guys after you and he's just like, well, I mean, let's talk about this. And it's like, dude, these cartel motherfuckers are after you, bro.
But in Ozark, he's trying to stay calm for the sake of his family.
Sure.
So in this sense, it's that character fits. I think everybody did a great job on that show. Personally, speaking of the pilots, like first episodes and all that stuff, is the Issa Rae. Have you watched hers on HBO? Insecure. One of the things that I love about her show is she does a really good job of recapping. So, like at the beginning of the next episode, it's crazy because even if you honestly missed 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The fact that she kind of told you the one before, for some reason, the one before kind of tells you what's been going on. And then it's like, oh, I'm caught up. That's what Game of Thrones needs to do, right?
Yeah, because I don't know the names. I'm not.
They do recaps later in the seasons.
See, because these recaps is like, oh, that happened. What? I missed that one. I need to go back. Which episode was that one?
I need to film the screen tonight and be like, all right, let's see what the fucking hype is about.
This is actually, these are, in case you might already know this, they're based off books. Like Game of Thrones is based off a series of
I did not know that.
very famous books. So the show is actually wrapping up before all the novels did because they can't. George R.R. Martin can't write the books as fast as HBO has been producing the show.
Jesus.
So
First of all, I'm still trying to figure out what the game is, and I ain't seen that one.
the game.
throne.
So basically, the game is for the throne. It's the game. The Game of Thrones is the game that everyone's in. It's basically like politics. It's a political.
It's like House of Cards with dragons.
Yes.
Which is a good show.
I heard
House
it was
of
a good
Cards
show.
is a good show.
I haven't seen it.
And you could tell from the first minute where you're like, oh, okay, this is a dynamic, compelling character. I see his flaws. I kind of see the world they live in. It's cutthroat, and it's like, oh, I'm in.
Wasn't Homeboy in that? The one that just got.
Yeah, the little molester guy.
Yeah. So that show's
but,
gone.
but
right?
that should be off the record in terms of this artistic.
Separate the artist from the art kind of thing.
For a second, just for my argument's sake.
Okay.
Of House of Cards goes hard.
Interesting.
I mean, I saw a few episodes. I'm not going to sit here and be like I binged.
Billions? What about Billions? I never saw
heard
it, but
about
it was really good.
On HBO, also, there's another show called Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that one's good. I watched the first season, and I'm ready for that second season to... My watch is telling me I need to stand the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, what time is it?
Been sedentary for a while. It's 4:00, everybody.
Yeah.
Shit, well, hey, let's go ahead and wrap that up.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for premiering a new song.
Because my
Chingo.
stomach is like, hey, son.
You want to
you gonna-
outro it with your new single?
Oh, the same one again? Let's do it. Oh, you want to hear these punches? What you trying to get?
Nah, the punches is cool.
Bah, bah,
Chingo.
bah, bah, bah.
We'll let you premiere that on your own social media, brother.
Wait, we doing the same song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know how many new songs you got for
All
us,
right, guys,
Chingo.
Chingo de Mayo, May 5th. Get your tickets now. Chingo Fest. ChingoDeMayoFest.com.
My baby's trying to be a radio DJ.
I was trying to not let people forget about our tickets.
Bum, bum, bum. Shout out to Eric Jaimez on the track. Shout out to Bobby Brown.
Hey,
You familiar with Every Little Step?
of course not. Babe, he's like
It's like
20.
Every Little Step.
What are you again? 24? 25?
29.
29? Oh.
Well, you should know. Bobby Brown would have said, every little step you take, you will be there.
Oh, I do know
Every
that.
little step-
Yeah.
You just couldn't tell with my singing.
You playing bass on this?
Mm-hmm. He wishes.
I wish. Bada boom.
Then your homegirls hate him. My love is fake. Same time they wanna throw
I got it, Chingo. I got
I
it.
see what you did there.
I like when the babysitter calls him Chingo. It's hilarious. Is Eric going to play this at the festival?
You better.
Along with a few others.
Eric, part of the deal is you got to play all the songs we got together.
Oh, Chingo will also be performing at the Dynamo game May 4th. In case anybody's going to go to the game, he will be there. And he'll be the performer. Hey.
But get your tickets now for Chingo de Mayo at chingodemayofest.com. But yeah, the Dynamo thing.
There's people who are season holders. So,
Yeah, I'm going to be out there May 4th. We still got to follow up on some details. Somebody go get pregnant.
I just want to wish everybody in the United States.
Is that a hint, babe? Or?
Somebody. There's a lot of shaded area out there. I don't know.
Just pick a container.
You know, it might happen at the merch booth.
Listen.
Might happen on the dance floor.
I like your manicure, boo. Looks
Hey,
nice.
come on. Let you see my feet.
Chingo's nails look better than mine.
Strong and classy.
And he's
All
the leader
right.
of the Beehive. See you guys later.
So, ChingoTheMileFest.com. Get
See
your
you
tickets
guys.
now. See y'all Sunday.
Thank you. Peace. Se la lavan.